Hello everyone, today's video is going to be wear and tear update of my Louis Vuitton Neverfull. So I got this bag 2 years ago. In fact, exactly 2 years ago. I got it in September of 2019. So I've had it for, in fact, a little bit over 2 years, 2 years and 1 month. So I just want to come on here and do a wear and tear update, especially because I feel like monogram canvas does wear a little bit different compared to Damier bean. I mean, aside from the fact that it does have Pochette, which is bound to patina, but I feel like even the canvas wears a little bit different. So here is my update on my beautiful Neverfull. Hope you guys enjoy and keep on watching. If you guys have seen other videos of Neverfull on my channel, you guys may or may not know how I have sold my pouch that comes with this bag. So first of all, actually, let me show you the interior. So the interior is red. I went with red color because I just love red. But like I was saying, that I did sell my pouch that comes with this bag, and that is because I just was not using it. I sold it within like 2 months after I got the bag. I didn't reach out for it even once within that 2 months. So I was like, there's really no point of it because I can just keep it in my closet. It could patina, look really dark, and then it looks used even though I have not used it. So I basically sold it to Fashionphile. And if you're wondering how much Fashionphile paid me for it, they did pay me $350, which I think is not a whole lot, but it's not too little either. It's okay. I mean, whatever, I was okay with it. On the whole, this bag was about $1,400 at the time. This is including taxes for me, minus the $350. So that's like $1,050. So this bag was $1,050 for me at the time, which I think is just really not that bad, especially compared to all the prices and price increases now. Like even the tiniest bags are like $1,500, $1,400. Compared to that, a big bag like this one is or was $1,050 for me, so it's well worth the price. I really love it. So I will basically just zoom in and show you kind of different aspect of the bag, just so that you guys can have a good look at the wear and tear. And before I do that, I just want to show you the sides so you guys can see kind of the alignment. So here is the first side. Let me just pull this up so you guys can see properly. So here is the first side, and I feel like this bag has really good alignment. It's one of the things I looked for when I was buying this bag, and I'm just super duper happy with the way it's aligned. It's just so amazing. This bag is made in the USA. This is actually my only bag that is made in USA. All the other ones are either like France, Spain, Italy, stuff like that. Actually, not a Spain. I don't have made in Spain bag yet, but I do have France and Italy bags, but this is the only one that was made in USA. And at the time they told me that Neverfulls are not made in France anymore. I don't know. I was really new into the brand at the time. And the whole reason I got this bag was because I wanted something for traveling, and I was really excited by the fact that you get 2 pieces for the price of 1. So I was like, hey, that's a good deal. So I got this bag at the time. And yeah, they told me that this bag is not made in France anymore because there's just so much demand of it. It doesn't make sense to make it in France and then bring it here. So all of them are going to be made in USA. So I was like, okay, that's fine. Either ways, at that time, I was really new into the brand. I really didn't care where my bag was made. So I was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. Just give me this. And I got this one. But I think I'm talking way too much, everything about the bag without showing you the back. So let's jump into the wear and tear. I'm going to start off with the bottom so you guys can see the corners. So here's the bottom, and the corners are still really good. There they are. So each corner, and I feel like the fact that my corners are really good is because obviously I do use this bag for traveling. I have been using it for traveling. I did use it briefly for school as well when I was doing my master's. So I have used it, but I don't put my bag on the floor. Like, I don't know, like I feel like I don't know, I just don't. There are times obviously in the flight where they kind of make you put your bags on the floor, but I would just kind of leave it on the floor just for that moment when they ask, like when they're doing the rounds and they're checking if you have your bags on the floor. I would put it on the floor, and then after that, those rounds are done, I would just pick it up, because I don't know, I hate putting my bags on the floor, because I feel like it touches the floor and then I touch the bottom, so I'm bringing, like, the dirt is on me kind of thing. I don't know if there's anybody else who feels that way, but I do, and that's the reason I don't put my bags on the floor. So I have never put it on the floor. Maybe that's why the bottoms are in a good condition. I want to talk about the sides. So you saw that the alignment is good on this bag, but I want to draw your attention to like this part here. So it does have some creases, and honestly, they have always been there. I don't know why. When I got this bag, I had obviously stuffed up and everything like that. So within 2 days, all the creases from the sides, like from the front, came off. If you guys know, Neverfull, when you buy Neverfull, it's folded. So it does have crease when you buy brand new, and then eventually the creases kind of come out. So the front and the back have no creases, but the sides do, and they've never really gone away. I don't know why. I did stuff my bag, obviously, and that's how the creases came out. And even when I store them, even when I store this bag, I always have the organizer in it, so it's stuffed, it's good, but for some reason these creases have never come out. I don't know if all the Neverfulls are like that, because I've not seen the sides of them. But basically, this is my Neverfull. I'll briefly show you how the inside is. So this is my organizer. I just want to quickly show you. If you're interested in it, then I'll try and link it in the description box down below. But this is the organizer. And then here we are on the interior. And I feel like the interior of this bag is fairly clean. I mean, there is some like little fuzzies and like a black thing in there, but it's like I just took one out and it just comes out. So it's not a mark per se, it's just like little fuzzy things from the time that you use the bag. So it's really not too bad. The zipper on here is also really good. And I want to show you the interior of the zippered section, because I've seen like some of the Neverfulls that have frayed interior, but this one is fine. It's just doing really good. The tab over here. So obviously I got my bag like 2 years ago, and that time they still did this tab for made in USA bags. So I do have tab, which is kind of like not tilted, but like it's not straight, and that is because you're constantly putting stuff in the bag and taking it out, and the flap obviously it like clashes against your items, so that's why it's tilted. I want to show you the straps. So here is the strap, and actually I forgot to mention, but this is the Petit, like this is the real patina. I feel like the camera is picking up really well. It's not that dark, and more importantly, I feel like I have an even patina. Even if we compare like the middle section of the strap to this, I'll just bring it up close so you guys can see. But I feel like I have like a proper, like fairly even. It's not going to be like a perfectly even, but I feel like it's still fairly even. And that is because I have tried to be careful. If I feel like I have lotion in my hands, and before touching the bag, I would just quickly like wipe it on my t-shirt or something. I mean, not like wash it or something, but I just quickly like wipe it on my t-shirt or jacket or something before touching the bag. And I have tried really hard to have, well, not really hard, but I have made sure that I don't constantly keep touching like the middle part with like lotions and stuff on it. I try to wait at least half an hour. If I am in a car or something, then I just put my lotions on, and then I wait a little bit. I mean, before getting off the car and using this bag, I make sure that my lotion has at least stayed on for like 15-20 minutes, half an hour. So yeah, that's the reason maybe, but I think I was showing you the strap, so I will show you the strap. This actually the trim first. So okay, I came closer to the camera so that you guys can see the trim properly, but all the stitching and everything on the trim is in a good condition, except for a couple of places. So I will show you. See how over here there's a lip of the trim that is kind of lifted. And it's obviously lifting, but I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. I mean, it's lifting, but the like the stitching is still intact, so it doesn't do much. I also see like a little mark over here. I don't know if the camera will pick up, but it's a very little stain. I don't know where that came from. There's another lip also lifting, I think somewhere here, which I'm trying to find. So there's another one lifting over here. And I think this is the place where they attach two different parts of Pochette together. So I guess I kind of knew that this was going to happen. I mean, I have seen other wear and tear videos of Neverfull where a similar thing has been happening. And then I think there's one more place on the inside where the lip is also lifting. I think it's right over here. Right over here. Whoops, sorry, I just struck my camera. Sorry about that. Whoops, I did it again. So sorry for that, guys. But here is another lip that is also lifting. But otherwise, there is no other issue or anything like that when it comes to trimming. Here is the strap. So the tab of the strap and the stitching on it looks fine. There's no other issue. I have seen some other Neverfulls where this part over here does get damaged. Mine is fine. Here is the other side for both of them, and they do look fine. The stitching is fairly even as well. And then here is the side of the strap. There it is. So I'm trying to show you the red part of the strap. It looks fine as well. And I feel like it has lightened up over time, but otherwise it still looks in a really, really good condition. There is some wrinkles, not a whole lot though, and it might not be very visible in the camera, but there are some wrinkling maybe in the leather, but there isn't a whole lot. I'm trying to see some so I can show you. But there isn't a whole lot of wrinkling, maybe along the sides. Like if you see over here, the sides does show some wrinkling, but otherwise there isn't much of wrinkling going on, which I think is good because I feel like wrinkling makes the leather look old. And even when I don't use the bag, I kind of leave the straps folded like this just so that it doesn't create creases on here. And I think it has worked good for the most part because I don't really see any creases there. But yeah, there it is. This is the other side. So on the whole, I feel like this bag has had good wear and tear. It has been wearing really well. And recently I have not used it a whole lot. I mean, I do use it within the city here and there when I'm running the errands, but it has just been raining a lot in Boston recently, so I haven't had a chance to use it a lot lately. But I feel like aside from the patinaing that happens to Pochette, it's been wearing really well, and I feel like I really love the stage that my Pochette is in right now. I really love this golden honey color that it has right now. I know that it's going to keep on getting darker, and I think I will be okay with it because it's going to put a character into it. It's going to be like, it's going to tell a story. So I'll be okay with that phase too. And I feel like if it gets really dark to the point where I don't like the look of it, then there's always an option of selling the bag. But yeah, that was basically my kind of wear and tear update on my bag. I do wanted to say that initially I used to fight with the strap. I mean, I think if you have seen my earlier videos on Neverfull, you guys know how I always thought that the strap drop was not long enough, and that's why I have used, like, I do have a Coach Market tote as well, which does have a little bit longer strap. So if I have heavy coat on and stuff like that, if I want a bit of an extra drop, then I end up using that bag. But like I was saying, that initially I used to like really fight with the strap because I like to have the strap on and then I like to swing the bag backwards like this. So I really used to fight with it. It used to create tension on my shoulder. I did get like some cuts on here too from that, but now I'm starting to really be okay with the fact that it has shorter strap, and instead of trying to swing at the backwards, I just kind of leave it like this, tucked underneath my armpit, if that makes sense. So it has been happier that way. I think I have been enjoying it a lot more that way. But yeah, that's basically it when it comes to this bag. I really do love it. I do want to add another Neverfull to my collection. I want to add the Damier bean with pink interior. And I did in fact try to look for that bag before the prices went up on October 1st, and I couldn't find it. I did have a chance to buy it just like the day before, but the condition of that bag was not good. It was fraying and stuff like that up here in the trim, so I passed on it. But yeah, I am really happy with my Neverfull. I feel like you should have at least one Neverfull in your collection. And yeah, that really does it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a big thumbs up. That really does help out my channel. And I'll see you guys now very soon in another video. Please do consider subscribing if you haven't subscribed yet. Thank you for joining my little YouTube family. I'll see you guys now in my next video very soon. Till then, take care, stay safe, bye.